Shalom Aleichem. Happy New Year, everybody. I want to read about Book of Daniel, chapter 9, beginning in verse 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgressions and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for iniquity and to bring everlasting righteousness and to seal up the vision and prophecy and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore understand that from the going forth of the commandments to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the breach shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again and the wall in troubled times. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself, and people of the prince that shall come, that shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. At the end shall be with blood, and the end of the world desolation and judgment. This is something wrong translations about the flood. There was no flood, that the prince was killed, had a normal death, passed away in not the flood. And shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. In the midst of the week he shall cause a sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the offspring of dominations he shall make it desolate even until the consummation, and that determined shall be put upon the desolate. This prophecy contains most above all the Messiah's birth, going to a little baby Jesus came, was born in Bethlehem. This is all about. This consists this prophecy, and even their numbers when he shall come on earth, Jesus' first time. Because it says really that this prophecy said that we have to count from when the word came to and begin. When they began to build the temple, they began it built 520 years before Christ, and 70 weeks is 490 years, which is divided in 3 different periods: 7 weeks, 62 weeks, and 1 week. In the 7 weeks they built the temple, and then Jesus died on the Calvary when it came more to the 62 years. 62 weeks. And last 7-year period is divided also to 2 periods. The other one, 3.5 years, Jesus was on the earth here and ministered 3.5 years. So this 483 plus 3.5, it comes 486.5 years. This has to be counted from the year 520. We come to the year of 33.5 before Christ, which is the day of the birth of Jesus Christ. And the other half, Jewish time, this is Jewish time. And the Jewish time began again. This was a big gap now between, because Gentiles came. After Jesus died on the cross, began the time for Gentiles to, time for Gentiles. And it has lasted now 2,000 years more. But then, 3.5 years is the last 3.5 years before coming of the Lord on the Mount, on the Israel, Mount of Olives. This 3.5 year is going to Antichrist rule over all world. But this 27 seventh verse from this chapter 9 tells about this time too. And then I turn to 12, chapter 12, Daniel, book of Daniel. There are the exact days, the last exact days which Antichrist will rule. Antichrist will rule 2 and 3 years, 2.5 years. And I read this about the 12th chapter, about these last days. And I heard the man clothed on linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and left hand unto heaven, and swore by him that lives forever, that he shall be a times and half time. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter their power, their holy people, all these things shall be finished. And I heard, but I understood not. Then said, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up, the seal till the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and dried, but wicked shall be wickedly, and none of them wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and domination that make it desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Blessed is he that waited and comes to the 1,330 days.